The outpouring of well wishes for Patrick Swayze has been enormous. One of those stars who offered his prayers and support joins us now, actor Gary Busey. Gary, thanks for being here. When you first heard about Patrick's cancer diagnosis, you offered this statement to us. We're going to take a look at it. Patrick is a champion, focused and faithful. No disease used against Patrick shall prosper. With love and respect, your brother in spirit, Gary Busey. So, Gary, after a week of reflecting on this, what advice do you have for Patrick now that he has been diagnosed with cancer?
It's not advice, it's sharing information from the heart and a spiritual level. In 1997, I was diagnosed with synovial cell sarcoma maximal sinus cancer in my face. And what happened, I had too much cartilage in my left jaw joint before I was born. And that cartilage shifted over into my sinuses and grew up. The cartilage shifted over here, grew up into about that big.
Wow.
About as big as a ping pong ball.
Wow.
And it imploded. And the nosebleed, and I went to the doctor. They didn't know if it'd be cured until they got into it. And I was at a meditation center, and I was saying a prayer, and I said, in the middle of the prayer, I said, "Dear Lord, I'm filled with fear at this time." And a voice came in the back of my head and said, "Replace the word fear with faith." Right. And I did, and I said, "That's great, faith." And then I said, "What's faith? What is this thing they call faith?" And I realized if you take the word faith apart, F-A-I-T-H,
yes,
stands for fantastic adventures in trusting Him.
Wow. I like
And
it.
Patrick has got the heart of a lion. He's got the soul of spirituality. He's focused. He's determined. He's the heart of gold. He's a brother of mine.
Now, you guys worked together on Point Break, of course. What was your first impression of Patrick?
If I would name him, I gave him this name while we were doing the movie. Excuse me. I gave him this name when we were doing the movie. And the name for Patrick was Pesky, the Excitable Boy.
Say it again, Pesky, the Excitable Boy?
Pesky, the Excitable Boy.
Okay, you want to explain that one?
Yeah, I mean, nothing could keep this guy down from laughing or pulling practical jokes or doing something that nobody had imagined before.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a gift of imagination, which is not out of control.
Wow, wow.
And he's a darling man and a good spirit and my brother. And Patrick, I'm with you in prayer. I've called people to pray for you, lifted your name up in prayer because we're working for you, buddy. We're working for you. And I, from my heart and my spirit, you're number one in this aspect of my prayer.
Gary, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts about Patrick and being with us. Wonderful to see you.
I'm not done.
Oh, you've got more to say?
Yeah. How much time you got?
Keep going. We've got as much time as you need.
Oh, great. We're going to have a lunch break.